Alrighty, and we will be playing Pioneer Twiddle Storm. Um, Today we might finish off with some Vintage Cube. Okay, let's see. Alright, so Pioneer Twiddle Storm. It's very similar to Modern. We just want to tap and untap Lotus Field a whole bunch of times. We have a Thespian stage just so we can get more Lotus Fields onto the battlefield without the sacrifice trigger. And our main untapper, of course, is Pour Over the Pages. We want to draw a bunch of cards, untap some lands. It's just super good synergy because it's 5 mana, make up to 6, and then like concentrate, which is just really good. It's like Frantic Search, basically. We have some miscellaneous untappers in Hidden Strings, Vizier of Tumbling Sands, Strategic Planning to help set up Dig Through Time, Double Cast to make our Pour Over the Pages even better. You can also double cast a double cast into a Pour Over the Pages, which is also really, really nice. Sylvan Scrying just as a tutor to find a Lotus Field, Arboreal Grazer as some ramp, along with Growth Spiral, and an Aetherflux Reservoir or an Expansion Explosion to win the game. In the sideboard, I had to make some tweaks from the official deck list that Bone Daddy sent me, but this is kind of what I settled on. We ended up replacing Hydroid Krasis just because I could not afford it, along with the Shifting Ceratops we put in Carnage Tyrants. So, don't know if that's any better, don't know if that's any worse. It's just what I had. So, enough of my rambling. Let's play some Twiddle Storm. Yeah, sure. You know what? Let's do a league. I feel confident enough. Unjustly so. Christmas time Vintage Cube takes a lot of attention. Yeah, I'm going to be recording an amount of it for the YouTube channel. I really enjoy Vintage Cube myself. Let's see. Yeah, we'll keep this. We've got almost everything we need. I am going to shock and opt. Do want to keep that. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a forest into a Llanowar Elves. So it looks like we are against Elves. So let's Sylvan Scrying for a Lotus Field. Pass the turn. Opponent going to untap. Play an Overgrown Tomb into a Rotting Regisar. Interesting. So let's see. We can play Lotus Field. I would enjoy it if I ever didn't just default to red. Wish I could draft the scrappy decks a little better. 4-color monstrosities I watch on stream. I actually have a league open right now with 1 win on it. I meant to record prior to streaming. I just didn't have the time. But it's 3-color control with a Black Lotus in it for funsies. So, like, casting a turn 3 Elspeth and that kind of thing. I watched a ton of Caleb Gannon, which actually helped me improve, because I was doing the same thing. I was drafting just only, like, mono-red or black-red aggro with, like, Confidants and stuff. So we can get up to 4 mana, but that's not really enough to do anything. We can just next turn do something really awesome. So let's opt. We will definitely take a Pour Over the Pages. And play Lotus Field. We will sack these 2. Pass the turn. I really, like, I want to do some of the crazy artifact shenanigans in Vintage Cube. I think those are my favorite things to see. Because, like, I watched a match where the guy's like play was turn 1 Ponder, and then the other guy was turn 1 Land, Soul Ring, Signet, or it was like turn 1 Land, Soul Ring, Mana Crypt, Signet, activate Signet, Signet, like, and then untap, and then he just like he casted like an Eldrazi. It was like on turn 3. It was just nuts. And I was like, I want to do stuff like that. Collected Company. Yorvo, Lord of Thickness, and a Gilded Goose. Alright, so I think this works out. So we shock Breeding Pool. We tap for red, and we Hidden Strings. Yes and yes. No cipher. Then we tap for blue. We cycle. Untapping Lotus Field. We double cast and then pour over the pages. Yeah, that seems good. Untap, untap. Discard a land because we can't play it right now. Float red, float blue. Draw a bunch of cards. Untap, untap. Discard island. Float. Blue, red. So we can double cast, pour over the pages. That seems exciting. Actually, no. We can double cast. No, we can't, can we? We're 1 mana off of that? Because that's pour over the pages. Yeah, we're 1 mana off. So let's just double cast pour over the pages again. Okay, double cast trigger. Draw a bunch of cards. Untap, untap. Discard Botanical Sanctum. Green and blue will Growth Spiral. Put a Thespian Stage into play. Activate Thespian Stage on Lotus Field. Pour over the pages. Untap, untap. Discard Lotus Field. Okay, now we're getting places. We can do blue, cycle, untap Lotus Field, draw a double cast. Okay. I believe it is time to double cast a Dig Through Time. We don't flash anything back as far as I know. So let's go get everything we could ever want. I guess opt strategic planning. Rest on the bottom. We need an untap. Okay, Hidden Strings pour over the pages is a good way. Rest to the bottom. Okay, so we blue. Hidden Strings. Untap, untap. No cipher. So then we red mana, blue mana, double cast, pour over the pages, draw 3 cards, untap, untap, pitch Lotus Field, blue, red, that's 4 less, that's a 5 mana spell, sure, okay. Untap, untap. Draw a bunch of cards. Pitch a land. Blue, blue. Now I just think we, like, expansion explosion them to death. Untap, untap. No cipher. Blue, blue. Untap, untap. No cipher. Blue, blue. So we need to get to 18 damage. So we're 1 mana off. I know how to fix that. Untap Lotus Field, draw a card. Blue, blue. And that's 4 plus 18 is lethal. You know what? We'll draw 18 cards, because why not? X is 18. Kaboom! Gotcha. Alright. So a company deck with elves and Regisars and God knows what else. Sounds like we kind of want some Aetherize action going on here. I'll cut a Sylvan Scrying. And an opt, I think. Yeah. Do we want another win condition in case we don't get to Aetherflux Reservoir? Like a Niv Mizzet or something? Because our opponent does run Hand Hate, almost certainly, if they've got black. I expect we're going to get duressed a few times. Let's just run it back. We'll see. If we end up losing due to something silly, we can adjust. If we can power out a win again, I'll be pretty happy. Alrighty, well, we have a Sylvan Scrying to go find Lotus Field, along with a couple of Growth Spirals, so I think this hand is worth keeping. Opponent starts Llanowar Wastes into a Lovestruck Beast activation. We find a Breeding Pool. Let's Breeding Pool, untapped, opt, Pour over the pages. We'll put Pour over the pages on top. It's probably good to have one in hand. Pass the turn. Opponent plays an Overgrown Tomb untapped. And casts a what? I got something. Damping Sphere. Alrighty, that makes things a little more difficult. We did not bring in a Return to Nature. We can get there. It's just not going to be easy. Let's pass. I like it when I inadvertently put the game on hard mode for myself. Let's pass, and on their turn, we're going to Growth Spiral. Now we're just kind of an awkward ramp deck. Actually, can we still win? Opponent plays a Lovestruck Beast. We're going to Growth Spiral. Put a Thespian Stage into play. Take one. Play Thespian Stage. We can't do anything. Oh, I should have Sylvan Scrying, then played like a Forest or something, actually. So we can't do anything other than cast Growth Spiral. Yeah, okay. Alright, we're going to scoop it up. I don't think we can actually beat Damping Sphere. That's entirely my bad. Okay. So, I'm going to bring in Niv Mizzet. No, I'm not. I'm not going to bring in Niv Mizzet. I'm going to bring in Return to Nature. X3. We're going to drop a Sylvan Scrying and one Strategic Planning. Bone Daddy, welcome. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, every time anyone shows up, it's in time to see me lose, don't you know? We're going to drop one Aetherize. I think we're probably only going to need the one. We did win game one. We didn't sideboard properly and lost game two immediately. Because I'm not acquainted enough with the Pioneer meta. Alright, this seems decent. We'll keep. Start Yavimaya Coast, pass the turn. Opponent plays a Forest into an Elvish Mystic. We draw a Hidden Strings, so we'll play Yavimaya Coast, pass the turn. Hold up Return to Nature, I guess. Opponent plays a Forest into a Steel Leaf Champion. Strong card. We find an Arboreal Grazer. So we're going to play a Thespian Stage. Alright, here's the question. We can sack, if we want to go maximum greed, we can sack both Yavimaya Coasts to this Lotus Field. But if they play a Damping Sphere, we're boned. Unless we draw a green land and in a hurry. If we want to play it safe, we can sack a Thespian Stage and a Yavimaya Coast, but then we delay our combo by at least a turn. Hang on a minute. We have two Hidden Strings in hand. Can we just win? Like, we play Yavimaya Coast, float mana, untap. Yeah, I think we can just win. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, wait, hang on. But we need blue mana. We need green, blue, and and colorless. Arboreal Grazer. Always yield. Put in a Lotus Field. Sack here and here. Hidden Strings. Untap, untap. No cipher. Okay. Now we can float blue and this. We can untap, untap. Yes, yes. No cipher. Then we clone Lotus Field and leave this Lotus Field up for a return to nature play. Okay. Okay, I think this works. I think I did this intelligently enough. And to think I was originally going to pass turn and not think through my plays. Herp derp. Alright, opponent's gonna swing 1,000,000. We'll take roughly a third of our health in damage. Unless he's got triple aspect of the Hydra, in which case we're just dead. Actually, that wouldn't kill us. Quick, F6 to damping sphere. You can still punt this game, Kano. Oh gosh, okay. Growth Spiral. Not unwelcome. Pour over the pages, playing around days. Untap, untap. Discard Yavimaya Coast. Green Growth Spiral. Quickly cast it into the fire. No! Oh man. We need like... we need like any draw spells. That's great, actually. That's amazing. Put in Temple of Mystery. Scry. Arboreal Grazer. To the bottom. Blue. Blue, blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll take Vizier of Tumbling Sands. And we haven't played a land yet, so we can get up to 4, 5. So we take Dig Through Time, I think. Rest of the bottom. Play an island. Cycle Vizier. Untap Lotus Field. Our opponent is maintaining priority. Okay, what do we draw? Something good, I hope. I believe strategic planning is considered good. Sorry. Float blue. Strategic planning. We've already played a land this turn, so we're going to take Expansion Explosion, I believe. And we're going to dig through time again. We're not going to be able to finish comboing out this turn. It will have to wait till next turn. So hopefully we can pick up a double cast, pour over the pages, survive for a turn, and then kill our opponent. Hey, look! Those things I said. Double cast, pour over the pages, rest to the bottom in any order. Okay. Here's hoping we don't get wrecked by a duress. Opponent's got Coco. We might be dead. Regisar Steel Leaf, so we're taking 10. Any removal spell or duress wins the game. Opponent discards an Overgrown Tomb. Any removal spell, pump spell, or duress wins the game for our opponent. Opponent shocks in black mana. That's not good. We are going to chump here. Take 11, go to 2. We get to untap. We draw an island. Okay. Red, blue, blue. Double cast. Pour over the pages. Putting a copy on the stack. Draw 3 cards. Untap, untap. Discard a return to nature. Float blue, float red. Draw some cards. Untap, untap. Discard temple. Okay. Let's Aetherflux Reservoir. I think it's a little safer to do that. Okay. Float blue. Cycle Vizier. Untap Lotus Field. Draw. Float red. Float blue. So double cast. Gain life. Double cast. Gain life. Dig through time. Pour over the pages, Aetherize, rest to the bottom in any order. Hidden Strings, double cast, rest to the bottom in any order. Strategic Planning, rest to the bottom in any order. Okay. Play an island, pour over the pages, untap, untap. Discard a land. Red, red, blue, blue. Double cast. Hidden Strings. Using all of my brain power. Untap, untap. Blue, blue. Untap, untap. No cipher. Okay. Then we strategic planning. Pour over the pages. We're going to go a little bit over just in case. I don't know if our opponent could have anything in Pioneer that could burn us at instant speed in black. We're going to go just a little bit over. I don't want it to be VM. I just want to, in case they have a way to like give themselves hexproof, like an Autumn's Veil or something. Not Veil of Summer because it's banned. But I just want to be doubly safe. $50 Okay, sweet. We got there. We won round 1. That's better than we usually do. We're on track. Okay. We'd love to play first. I will keep this hand. We are against Finn the Wizard, 33. We will start Botanical Sanctum, pass the turn. Opponent starts Gutter Bones. It looks like they might be a mono-black aggro-ish sort of deck. So we're going to play a Botanical Sanctum and Strategic Planning. Take Hidden Strings, I think. Because we're not playing Lotus Field next turn. We're going to wait 1 turn after. Yeah. Okay, pass the turn. Opponent plays a Swamp. We are likely going to get wrecked by discard game 2. So I think we just need to like bring in as many alternate win conditions as we can. Opponent plays a Scrap Heap Scrounger. Gets in for 2, takes us to 18. We draw a Thespian Stage, which I think makes our life slightly easier. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Castle Lochthwain. Porter's having a bad dream. It's okay, buddy. It's alright. It's okay. You're in the office with Dad. Alright. Opponent plays a Knight of the Ebon Legion and a Bloodsoak Champion. That's true, he can't. We draw a Growth Spiral. Green, blue, colorless. Play Lotus Field. Sack, sack. Hidden Strings, untap, untap, no cipher. Blue, colorless, Hidden Strings, untap, untap, no cipher. So we can pay 2, go down to 1. No. We need to do it this way. Not as powerful, but still fun. Pour over the pages twice. We untap, untap, and we will discard Botanical Sanctum. Then we clone Lotus Field. Draw a bunch, untap, untap, discard Temple. So then we go blue, green, and we opt to the bottom, Growth Spiral, putting Temple into play, scry to the bottom, Hidden Strings, we have 8 mana, we can spend 4 of it, and then we need an untapper and like a pour to keep going. I guess that's what we have to do. Arboreal Grazer might actually be reasonable. We're gonna take Dig. Untapper, please. Shoot. Take Dig and Dig. I regret leaving that red in the pool there. 5, 6. Okay, blue, blue. At least we can cast one of these. We'll take Hidden Strings and Vizier. Rest of the bottom, any order. So we can pump this to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So like 1 damage, 1 real damage from our opponent and we're dead. So slight misplay, I think, by me on the way that I tapped there. And a little bit of bad luck on those strategic plannings. So opponent pumps, gives that death touch, swings 12, takes us to 1. Okay. We get 1 more shot. And get a Growth Spiral. So we'll start by cycling, just for a free draw and mana. Get a double cast. Okay, we need a pour over the pages. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Blue and blue. That's not what I asked for, unfortunately. So I thought about double casting there, but I'd really rather double cast a pour over the pages. So we're going to take Expansion, Explosion, and Vizier. Rest of the bottom, any order. Tap for blue, cycle Vizier, untap Lotus Field. Okay, that can get us somewhere. That might get us out of dying range. So tap for blue, play Aetherflux Reservoir. Tap for blue, Hidden Strings. Gain a life. Untap, untap. No cipher. Then we go green, have we played a land yet? We have not. Okay. Sylvan Scrying. Get an island. Play the island. Go red, red, red. We can Expansion Explosion for 2 to kill like a scrap heap. Or we can double cast Growth Spiral. That might be better. We can double cast Expansion double cast and then Growth Spiral to just gain a bunch of life. I think that's our best bet. Oh shoot. I did this wrong. But it still sort of works. It's just not as good. We Growth Spiral. Then we Expansion Growth Spiral. Breeding pool tapped. Island. Thespian stage. Okay. So now we're at 26. We have a dig through time and an Aetherflux reservoir. So we dug ourselves out of the hole. We could have had one more card in hand had I actually been paying attention. I think that's how it would have worked. No. No, I think the math works out the same either way. Actually. Okay, opponent plays a Gutter Bones and a Murderous Rider. We take a butt ton of damage. Dug ourselves out of a hole and into a new hole, and that hole is time. And we'll dig through it. Okay, we get a strategic planning. So let's start off and get as much information as possible. Dig through time. We'll get opt and opt. Not really what I wanted to see there. Opt. Bottom. Opt. Top. We gotta find another pour through the pages, I think. Opponent asks, did we top that, lol? There they are. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana exactly. Perfect. Rest of the bottom any order. Pour. Draw 3, untap, untap. Discard Breeding Pool. I don't want to draw too many cards before we kill our opponent, though I don't know how likely that is. So we pour here. Draw a bunch of cards. Untap, untap. Discard Lotus Field. Then we just cast as many of these cards as we can, I believe. So we Sylvan Scrying. We get Yavimaya Coast. Cycle Vizier. Untap Lotus Field. Draw Thespian Stage. Play Yavimaya Coast. Play Arboreal Grazer. 50 our opponent. Whew. Okay. Jeez. Stressful, but we made it. Storm gaining life every spell is amazing. So we'll bring in Niv Mizzets. I think we want at least one Sphinx's Rev here. And we definitely want a couple Return to Natures and both Aetherizes. So we've got a lot of demands here. We've got to start cutting stuff. I will cut 2 Sylvan Scryings. I think cutting... I think we'll cut a Strategic Planning and Opt. Now it's a little bit tough. It's wild watching all the synapses fire on all cylinders for you for a change. Oh, hush. I know, right? Normally you have to deal with me drinking on stream. And they're like, well, the one brain cell's in charge and he's not losing per se, but he's not winning. I'm going to cut another Strategic Planning. 1 Vizier. That might be wrong. We'll see. And... gotta cut 1 card. 1 singular card. I think I'm gonna cut this Growth Spiral. We can't cut too much of like any one particular thing, and I'm praying I haven't done that. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Opponent is mulliganing, just shotgunning beers and saying things like Battle of Wits. Oh man, I think if I made a t-shirt, it would say shotgunning beers, like ellipsis, Battle of Wits. That'd be my MTG shirt. I think with the Strategic Planning, this is good enough to keep. Our opponent did mulligan to 6. We'll see if they mulligan again. Nope, 6 cards in hand. They play a swamp and a Knight of the Ebon Legion. We untap, we draw. Another strategic planning. Play Botanical Sanctum, pass the turn. Opponent plays a Mutavault, a fancy promo Mutavault. This card is like $800 in paper. Because it was, I think, originally printed for a GP that like ended up not happening or ended up having an extremely low attendance, like in Spain or something like that. I don't remember exactly. It was something crazy. We draw an Arboreal Grazer. So we play a Thespian Stage and plan strategically. Well, we're going to take the land. MTG Champs Barcelona. Okay. I was like, sort of close. I said words that, if viewed through a large enough telescope, are sort of synonymous with those words. Opponent plays another Knight of the Ebon Legion. And gets in for a lot. Puts a counter on each of his knights. We untap and draw a Hidden Strings. Well, what can we do? Because we are taking a minimum of 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 next turn. I think our best bet is to Temple of Mystery and Strategic Plannings and try and hit a Lotus Field. Double cast to the bottom. Scoop and die. We're going to take Hidden Strings as that enables our combo hand if we draw it. But like we have to draw exactly Lotus Bloom or we're just dead. Or not Lotus Bloom, Lotus Field. I'm going to keep saying that. Yep. Here comes the pain train. 11 damages. So many damages. Lotus Field. Come on, I believe in you. Lotus Field. One time. Lotus Field. Not a Lotus Field. And my heart is breaking. Lotus Veil, Scorched Ruins, Temple of the False God. Okay, is there anything we can do about this? We can get another draw with Vizier. But it has to be this draw. Because there's nothing else we can do. Lotus Field. Scoop and die. Yeah, we don't have any fogs in this deck. Maybe that's what I should have stuck in the sideboard for a replacement. It's a fog. I did have to neuter quite a bit of the combo because I was afraid of a lot of things. I'm going to cut the Sphinx's Rev and put an Opt back in. We're going to try it like this. Seems better than Carney T, Sideshow Circus Dino. Okay, yeah, this works. This is a very fast Lotus Field. So, Arboreal Grazer, put in another Botanical Sanctum, pass the turn. Opponent Urborg into a Gutterbones. We untap. We draw Aetherize. Seems good. So we will Sylvan Scrying for Lotus Field. Play Lotus Field. Sack Botanical Sanctum, Botanical Sanctum. Pass the turn. It's too bad Arboreal Grazer isn't like a 1-2 or a 1-1, so that we can't cipher Hidden Strings onto it, because that would be amazing. Opponent plays a Castle Lochthwain, a Blood-Soaked Champion. And duress. Well, they get their pick. Probably strategic planning, as that's our only real castable card. Could take the dig through time, though, if they're particularly scared. They know we have an Aetherize now. They take dig through time. No attacks from our opponent. We draw. Pour over the pages. So we'll plan strategically. Take dig through time. Pass the turn. We really wanted a land there. Hopefully dig through time can get us somewhere. Opponent plays a Scrounger. Gets in. We get to block. Take 2. Untap and draw. Island. Okay. Alright. So we'll dig. And we want... What do we want? We definitely want a land. So I think we take Temple of Mystery. And honestly, we kind of just want another Lotus Field. Because then we can cast Niv Mizzet, like, soon. We could take Pour over the pages, but we already have one. Let's go for another Lotus Field. Everything else to the bottom. Play Temple of Mystery. Pour over the pages on top. Never, didn't, always have it. Opponent plays a Swamp. Murderizes the Grazer. What did that monkey ever do to you? We take 7. Untap. We draw Pour over the pages. So we play an island. We pour. We draw a bunch. We untap and untap. We discard Yavimaya Coast. So we can either Arboreal Grazer. Blocked 4 damage and Lotus on 2 seems like a heavy crime. I guess that's fair. There's probably enough to send out the zombie hitman. So here's a dilemma. We can Arboreal Grazer, guarantee that we block something, and put a Lotus Field into play, guaranteeing Niv Mizzet next turn, guaranteeing Pour over the pages and Niv Mizzet, or we can hold up Aetherize. But Aetherize just gets completely wrecked by a Duress. I think if we Arboreal Grazer, though, if we hold up Aetherize, they have to have another Duress, and they have to take Aetherize. They can't take Pour. I'm going to play the Grazer. I think this is just stronger. Sack, sack. Lands that tap for 3 mana feel so good. Like, playing a tapped Mishra's Workshop for all of your spells on turn 2 was pretty freaking amazing. Especially in a format that's like, feels like standard almost sometimes. We're going to take 5 here. Oh goodness, what was that? And opponent is showing us that they have nothing. So we draw an island. Blue, blue, blue. Red, red, red. Untap, untap. Discard Lotus Field. Blue, blue. Cycle, untapping Lotus Field. We draw Temple. Cycle Vizier. Untap Lotus Field. We draw Aetherize. Okay, double Aetherize seems good. Red, red, red. Cast Niv Mizzet. Now we Hidden Strings with a Niv Mizzet on board. Always yield. Ping. Gutter Bones. Untap. Untap. Yeah, you know what? We'll cipher. What is happening? Okay, that was really weird. Like the targeting indicator didn't go away. Blue, blue, blue. Go diggin'. Ping Blood-Soaked Champion. Get Hidden Strings and Aetherflux Reservoir. Rest of the bottom, any order. Okay, combat damage. Blue, blue, blue. Hidden Strings. Ping Blood-Soaked Champion. Oh, we gotta play fast. Untap, untap, no cipher. Red, red, red. Aetherflux Reservoir. Temple of Mystery, get a Scry. Thespian Stage to the bottom. Double cast. And our opponent scoops it up. They cannot beat Niv Mizzet. Hey, we're 2-0. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. This deck's doing pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. For anyone who's curious, you can go !deck. Stream Decker Bot should show you the list that we were playing. If you have Stream Decker, the add-on, you should be able to see a button somewhere around there-ish, maybe, to get you the deck list as well. But, yeah. This deck's sweet. Thanks, Drinkard. Why are we 2-0? Because Kano's sober and this deck is way more powerful than it looks. Also, Drinkard recommended we do a league, so if we win, this is totally on you, Drinkard. This crime will go under your name if we win with this deck. Alright. We're against Evil Leprechaun in Leetspeak. You know, I said I wasn't going to do it again, but stand back, because I'm going to do it again. Opponent. Mounted. The rarest of all basics. We draw Yavimaya Coast, so we will play a Botanical Sanctum, Arboreal Grazer. I'm going to put into play Yavimaya Coast. Pass the turn. I think we're going to wait on the Lotus Field until we have Thespian Stage in play as well. Thing in the Ice. Maybe not. Temple of Mystery. Let's strategic planning. Take Pour over the pages. And play Thespian Stage. Pass the turn. We'll have to watch out for counter spells on this one. Opponent plays a Spire Bluff Canal and strategically plans. Putting away Wild Slash and Spire Bluff Canal. Sure. We draw a double cast. Seems sweet. So let's float mana. Play Lotus Field. I suspect our opponent has a Spell Pierce, so I'm just going to Lotus Field and copy it this turn. Sack, sack. Pass the turn. 6 mana turn 3. What is this, Tron? Opponent opts. Opponent Lightning Axes, discarding Phoenix. Oh, please, just like cantrip a bunch and shoot us to get that Phoenix back. Like, do a bunch of damage so we can just kill you. Our opponent is now all in. They're going to deal a massive swing of damage, but with any luck at all, they will not be untapping. We draw a Vizier of Tumbling Sands. So let's start with that. Untap Lotus Field. We'll opt. Ooh. Do we keep double cast? Because we're going to double cast Hidden Strings, generate a bunch of mana, then we can double cast Pour, draw a bunch of cards. I like that. We'll keep it. Okay. Blue, blue, blue. Red, red, red. Double cast. Hidden Strings. Pay 1. Okay, okay. Yes, yes. Blue, blue, blue. Red, red, red. Yes. Yes. No cipher. Okay. I think do we strategic planning first? Because we have 14 mana. Yeah, we do. So strategic planning. Take Vizier. blue, blue. Hey, Basic Land Shark, how's it going? Glad to have you on. Double cast. Blue, blue, blue. Red, red, red. Pour over the pages. Draw a bunch of cards. And opponent scoops it up. Nice, nice. Okay. Mystical Disputes in. Niv Mizzet's in. Chilling, but Pioneer killed Modern. No, Pioneer... Well, I guess I can't say for certain because I don't know, but I have a feeling that Pioneer has not killed Modern. It's just the new hotness. Modern has been stale for quite a while. And given the right supplemental support, Modern will make an excellent resurgence and soon. So we're going to cut a couple Sylvan Scrying, because that card's going to be really hard to resolve. Horizons killed Modern? That's fair, I guess. We're going to cut a bunch of cards here. What else are we cutting? I guess an Opt and a Growth Spiral. And one Strategic Planning. Maybe we... No, we kind of want all four. No, we need the Strategic Planning for the Delve. Like 100%. We're going to run 3 Mystical Dispute and pray that that's enough. Okay, we'll keep this. This seems pretty good. When it starts Steam Vents tapped, we draw a second Mystical Dispute. This leaves us a good avenue to get rid of a Thing in the Ice on 2. Just like this. So we've eliminated a huge portion of our opponent's clock. Been nothing problematic decks since Horizons, 5-color Perfect Mana Snow decks, Urza Gok, to name a few. That's true. I really think we're gonna see some ban list changes in Modern and very soon. Like, they really need to ban a few of the problem cards. And I really hope one of them is 3-mana Teferi, even though I know we're talking about Horizons right now, but I really hope one of them is 3-mana Teferi because God, I hate that card so much. We're gonna take Opt. Pass the turn. Opponent, Steam Vents tapped. We draw a Dig Through Time. Strategic Planning. Pick up Botanical Sanctum. We're gonna play Botanical Sanctum here. We're gonna play it a little bit safe, leaving up Mystical Dispute and Opt, because we really don't want to get Damping Sphered here. And I realized I didn't bring in any Return to Nature. Although Damping Sphere seems like a card that our opponent would not play, because they rely on casting a bunch of spells in a single turn. So we'll see. We Opt. Sanctum to the bottom. Draw Hidden Strings. Hidden Strings is good. Second Hidden Strings is also good. So let's blue... or green colorless spells only on your opponent's turns. Yeah, they don't do functional errata like that though, unfortunately. So I don't think that particular option will happen, though I think that might even be better than banning the card. Yeah, we'll play Lotus Field and clone it. Sacking these two. Okay, pass the turn. Opponent's going to Wild Slash us. Wild Slash us again. Interesting. They play a Sulphur Falls. We untap. We draw Temple of Mystery. Play Temple of Mystery. Get a Scry. Yavimaya Coast to the bottom. Okay. So I think what we do here is we go Hidden Strings. Yes. Yes. No Cipher. Then we go Double Cast. Pour over the pages. Our opponent would have to have 2 counter spells here, and we could pay for 1 theoretically. So opponent has a Disdainful Stroke. Sure. Okay, Double Cast trigger. Untap, untap. Discard an island. Okay. Blue, blue, blue. Blue, blue, blue. Hidden Strings. Yes, yes. No Cipher. Aetherflux Reservoir. Sweet. Blue, blue, blue. Pour over the pages. Gain life. And opponent scoops it up. We are 3-0 with Pioneer Twiddlestorm in a league, and we just crushed blue-red, Treasure Cruise, Burn, Thing in the Ice, Arclight Phoenixness. We're doing amazing with this deck. Like, unbelievably amazing. This deck kind of reminds me of Ad Nauseam in Modern a little bit. A little bit of Storm. Great Bone Daddy is upset. We have upset the Skeleton Lord. He's over there reading the fine print in the contract. Trying to make sure I haven't violated it. There's been no punts. There was one punt in one of the first two matches, I think. I don't know if it was a punt, but it felt like a punt. I've been trying to play really tightly though, and I can tell from that statement that it's showing through. How am I supposed to Kano you punt? I like how that works out. Kano, you punt. I just noticed that. Oh boy. Going into round 4, guaranteed prize. Alright, we'll play first. Ooh, this is almost the nuts. We get a scry to try and find a second land. And if we do... Am I drinking vodka straight? No, it's water. So happy birthday, almost forgot. It's not my birthday. Feels like it, though. Oh my gosh. You know what? We're gonna keep it. This has so much of what we want. It's a little risky. But, like, it's not horrible. Temple of Mystery. Vizier to the bottom. Just need to draw land. Any land, other than Lotus Field. Opponent plays a Thraben Inspector. We draw. Thespian Stage! And we get there. So we play a Thespian Stage. Arboreal Grazer. Put Lotus Field into play on turn 2. Pass the turn. Thoughtseize from our opponent. So they likely will take Pour over the pages here. They take Vizier. Interesting. Opponent plays a Concealed Courtyard. Fatal pushes Arboreal Grazer. I feel like we might have more trouble with this deck. I mean, unless this happens, in which case, like, we should be fine. I still feel like they should have taken Pour over the pages there. They could have another hand hate spell and we might be in trouble. Opponent plays a Heart of Kirin. We draw Breeding Pool. Blue, blue, blue. Blue, blue, blue. Pour over the pages. Untap, untap. Another Thespian Stage? Oh, goodness. Porter, you're laying on my cables and it's jerking on the table. Sorry about that, buddy. Okay, we're going to discard... I don't think we need another Thespian Stage. So I think we're going to discard that. I am disgusted! Kano, how could you? Shock Breeding Pool. Strategic Planning. We'll pick up an Opt. We could have expansioned that, but Sylvan Scrying to the bottom. Okay. Growth Spiral. Put into play Yavimaya Coast. Well, now we're getting somewhere. Untap. Yes. Yes. No. So now we can Explosion to draw 3 cards and kill... Well, we can kill Thraben Inspector right now. It's 3/6, 7 mana. We could draw 4 cards. That seems pretty good. Even versus a deck that plays hand hate. Like, what's the worst thing that happens? Let's do it. This commits us to having to win with Aetherflux Reservoir, so if we draw it and they have hand hate, I guess that would be a problem. We could draw 2 cards, or 3 cards. No, 2 cards. We could draw 2 cards, and then Growth Spiral. Let's draw 4 cards. Maximum greed. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No duress. Everybody pray. No duress. Plains. This is not a duress. That is a Gideon. No punishment. Unpunished. We take 4. Go to 12. We draw Arboreal Grazer. We have 6 mana. We have 6 mana. This gets us to 7. Phone Teddy doesn't know how to feel. Okay, this gets us to 7. I think we have to pour first. Oh, yes. This feels amazing. So we pour over the pages. Untap, untap. Discard Botanicals. We draw another? What is happening? What is this? Oh my god. Oh, dude. Oh, sorry. I think I'm... Okay. So we pour over the pages again. Oh, yes. And 2 hidden strings? Oh, can anyone spell nasty? Because this is awesome. So we'll cycle. Untapping a lot of the contract begins to burn. Double cast. Strategic planning. Gain life. We'll take strategic planning. Take double cast. So we hidden strings. Untap, untap. Oh, whoops. Okay, I kind of messed that up, but we're fine. Blue, blue, hidden strings. Yes, yes, no. Red, green, double cast. I don't even want to kill my opponent. I'm having so much fun right now. Hidden strings. Pour over the pages. 50 my opponent. That was turn 5. What the fuck? Sorry, I try not to swear on stream. I try not to do that. Note to self: 1 hour, 39 minutes. Bleep. Okay. So versus the deck with Thought Seizes, we need... I am growing stronger. Oh, that was perfect. We opened the door to get completely wrecked and just didn't. Just maximum reward for our greed. Was awesome. So what do we do versus black-white planeswalker attrition with Heart of Kirin? We could bring in counter spells, but they're going to be 3 mana leaks, and that feels awful. Niv Mizzet seems nice because unless they have, even if they have an answer for that, we're gonna get them with it. I feel like a Sphinx's Rev to reload is gonna be kind of important. It's too bad. Maybe we should be running a Fae of Wishes to grab an Aether Flux or another Expansion Explosion out of the sideboard. That could be a legitimate thing in this deck. I think that would be worth testing in the future. So, same plan, 2 Sylvan Scrying out. And, you know, I'm going to bring in I don't know if I want to bring in the big dumb dinosaur. I'm gonna. We're bringing in the big dumb dinosaur. We'll drop an opt. We'll drop 1 strategic planning. And we're going to run it back. Okay, so this hand is almost good. Like, almost great. Turn 2, we have an opt, potentially a growth spiral. We'll keep. I think there's worse hands we could keep against our opponent's deck. I don't want to mulligan too much. Especially not risking mulligan into a good hand and then get a critical piece thought seized. Because none of what we're holding is critical to the deck, but is useful. So opponent plays a Concealed Courtyard and thought seizes. Okay. I guess they take opt. Like, I mean, what are you going to do? Yep. When your thought seize only takes an opt and your opponent is rewarded, it's just, what do you do? Opponent shocks in a Godless Shrine. For a gifted Aetherborn, we draw an island. Well, play an island. Pass the turn. Oh, you know what I should have brought in? Return the Reclamation card, because if our opponent has a Damping Sphere, which they absolutely could, we might get wrecked. Transgress the Mind. Card CMC 3 or greater. Okay, so they can take any one of these 3 cards. They take Dig Through Time. So we Growth Spiral. We'll put a Yavimaya Coast into play. Untap and draw Botanical Sanctum. So we're going to play a Thespian Stage. And pass the turn. We're going to clone one of our opponent's white lands just so that we can Sphinx's Rev. Opponent Fabled Passages for a Plains. Plays a Gidgeon. Makes a Knight. Gets in with Gifted Aetherborn. We go to 16. We will clone Shambling Vent. Untap. We draw Aetherflux Reservoir. So our opponent probably has a Fragmentize of some kind. But we know they have Thought Seizes. So it's better to play this out, I believe. Plus, if they don't answer it immediately, the option for us to just gain a ton of life exists. Anguished Unmaking. Okay. We draw an opt. Our opponent is going to hit us for 9 next turn, which means Sphinx's Rev for 2 is not enough. We opt. Arboreal Grazer can block. It does keep us alive, but it doesn't win us the game. We need a Lotus Field. Breeding Pool is not going to do it. Should have brought in Fogs. There's nothing we can rev into. So we'll just, we'll feign an Aetherize, I guess. Opponent fires up the Ally of Zendikar. If we had an Aetherize, this would be amazing. Okay. Game 3. We're going to drop the Dumb Dinosaur. We're going to bring in an Aetherize. Yeah, I think if we just have a better hand, we're going to win. Porter's chewing on a massive bone. We got him. We'll play first. This hand is almost God tier. We'll keep. Not convinced Rev is good. That's fair. It's probably not. Our opponent mulligans to 5. So if we had a land off this opt, we should be golden. Pass the turn. Okay, we need a land. We don't even need this Arboreal Grazer. Opponent plays a Thraben Inspector. Land, please. Okay, Niv-Mizzet is not a land. Pass. Opponent plays a Swamp. Thought Seizes for maximal value. Opponent takes Hidden Strings. Thraben Inspector number 2. Gets in for 1. Opponent only has 2 cards left in hand. We draw Double Cast. Come on, we just need a land. Our opponent has the slowest clock in the universe right now. They play a Swamp. Rest in peace. We do not use the graveyard except for Dig. Oh no! That's not what we want. So we'll discard Lotus Field. Come on. We just need a land. Opponent plays a Heart of Kirin. They're out of cards. Land. Okay, there we go. So we play a Breeding Pool. Tapped. We play Arboreal Grazer. We put in Lotus Field. Sack, sack. Pass. We're gonna need some help. We're not out of it yet. Gifted Aetherborn. Okay, Heart of Kirin drastically reduces the clock. We will block here. Take 4, go to 11. We draw a Growth Spiral. Not useful. One cracks their clue. You're getting in for 4, that'll take us to 7. I'll block here one more time. Collective Brutality. 2 modes. 3 modes. Alright. It's gotta be something. That's not something. The 5-0 dream is dead because Kano got a little greedy and a little unlucky at the same time. However, we're still 3-1, and we did win a game in that match, so we absolutely could have won that match. Moving on to round 5, the 4-1 dream still alive. Well. It took us 4 turns to draw land, and we opted. So that was 6 draw steps. That shouldn't happen. It's kind of unfortunate, but what can you do? Alright, we'll play first. I think with the scries we'll be fine. The contract is safe. Almost broke free. Yeah, we'll keep. I expect if our opponent has like main deck hate, we're gonna be in a world of hurt, but will do. Have fun at F&M. Good luck there. Thanks for stopping by. It was good having you. Vizier of Tumbling Sands, we're gonna put to the bottom. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a forest into a Hardened Scales. Sure. We untap, we draw. Sylvan Scrying. That's actually really good here. So we will Temple of Mystery. Scry into a Breeding Pool. We will put Breeding Pool on top. So next turn we're planning on Sylvan Scrying for a Lotus Field. And playing that. I'm going to play Hardened Scales number 2. And something. Stone Coil Serpent. Okay. Sure, you got it. We draw a Breeding Pool. Sylvan Scrying. We go and get a Lotus Field. Play Lotus Field. Sack both temples. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a really big Hangerback Walker. Gets in for 3. Sure. We go down to 17. We draw Strategic Planning. So we go up to 4 mana. We turn 4 into 6. We turn 6 into 5. Actually, we can double pour through the pages. So I think this is a win, actually, if I do this right. So we hidden strings. Not quite, actually. No cipher. Blue, blue, blue. Draw a bunch of cards, untap some lands. Discard Scrying. We could double a dig through time, but I don't think that gets us out of it. We could just dig. Yeah, let's just dig. If we get a hidden strings, Vizier actually really helps too. We'll take Vizier, take dig through time, rest of the bottom. Cycle Vizier, untap Lotus Field, draw Botanical Sanctum. Okay, we're at 4 mana. What can we do with 4 mana? I think we just play Aetherflux, actually. And then next turn, as long as they don't have main deck Reclamation Sage, I think we're fine. Opponent plays an Overgrown Tomb tapped. 2 mana for something here. It's a Walking Ballista. Opponent gets in for 6, takes us to 9. We draw Dig Through Time. So play Botanical Sanctum. Strategic Planning. Gain a life. Take Vizier. Cycle Vizier. Untap Lotus Field. We draw Grazer. Dig Through Time. We'd like to hit a Hidden Strings here. Growth Spiral, Strategic Planning, Thespian Stage, Vizier of Tumbling. So take Vizier, take Thespian Stage, I think. Rest of the bottom. Cycle Vizier, untap Lotus Field. We draw Breeding Pool. Bunch of green mana. Play Grazer. Put Thespian Stage into play. Play Grazer. Put Breeding Pool into play. Pass the turn. Okay, so we should be at a high enough life total that we're safe. Pelt Collector. Okay. I don't like the look of this. Collective Brutality? Oh, okay. Another Walking Ballista. So we block here and here. Nice. So we play Avimaya Coast. That puts us to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we Thespian Stage, Lotus Field. Blue, 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 blue. Pour over the pages. Gain some life. Draw a bunch of cards. Make some mana. Discard Botanical Sanctum. Bunch of blue, bunch of red. Hidden Strings. Untap, untap, no cipher. Double cast. Dig Through Time. Oh, one sec, Porter. Go ahead. Okay, we're gonna take Pour Over the Pages and Dig Through Time. rest of the bottom. Then we're going to take Strategic Planning, Sylvan Scrying, rest of the bottom. Bunch of blue, pour over the pages. Draw cards, untap, discard Lotus Field. Then we make a bunch of blue, and probably a bunch of green. We opt, scry one, double cast to the bottom, draw, and that definitely clinches it there. Untap, no cipher, and opponent scoops it up. Sweet! Okay, so we definitely want Return to Natures. And probably Aetherize. At least one. I'm going to bring in all three of those. Same plan as always. Cut 2 Sylvan Scrying. Cut 1 Strategic Planning. And an Opt. Try like that. Alright, I mean, like, this is a hand that seems pretty decent. It's not amazing, but if we draw a Lotus Bloom, it's god tier. So we will keep. Opponent. Gonna start Overgrown Tomb, shocking it in. And Thoughtseize or Hardened Scales. Thoughtseize or Hardened Scales. Survey says Experiment 1. Not what I would have guessed. We untap, we draw, Dig Through Time. So play Botanical Sanctum, play a Grazer, put Island into play tapped. Pass the turn. So yeah, if we got a Lotus Field off the top here, that would be the absolute nut draw. Opponent plays a Hardened Scales, and Thought Seizes us. Well, they're going to have a rough time. They probably take either Pour or Dig Through Time. I'm not sure which they are going to see as more dangerous to them. The Viziers are like way earlier plays. Okay, opponent is way more afraid of Dig Through Time, even though I think Pour over the pages is actually better. Yes! We got a Lotus Field! Oh my god. Oh, I am not sorry for what is about to happen, opponent. Lotus Field off the top. I believe we were destined for this. So cycle Vizier, draw a card. Fourth Vizier, float blue, cycle Vizier, draw a card. Temple of Mystery. Cycle Vizier, draw a card. Untap. Expansion Explosion. Float blue. Cycle Vizier. Untap. Draw a card. Return to Nature. It's not great, but I'm going to Pour over the pages. Untap. Discard Breeding Pool. Okay. So we kind of fizzled, but we have more cards in hand than when we started. And we do have a way to interact with our opponent, and quite favorably. Like, ideally, we would have gotten another Arboreal Grazer there, so that we could put one of our lands into play and then Hidden Strings. But so, like, in response to any of the X creatures, we can just nuke Hardened Scales, and then they don't have a clock forever. Okay, Experiment 1 does not trigger Evolve. Hardened Scales number 2. Okay. In that case, we will be saving Return to Nature for a different thing to interact with. Tap Lotus Field, Strategic Planning, take Dig Through Time, play Botanical Sanctum, Hidden Strings, untap, no cipher, Dig through time. We're going to take 4 over the pages and another dig through time. Rest of the bottom. And I don't think we're doing anything else. I mean, we could dig through time again. I guess that's good. Okay. Hidden strings. Thespian stage. Yeah, I like that. Rest of the bottom. Pass the turn. I mean, we kind of get wrecked by hand hate here. So hopefully they don't have that. The last card in hand is a walking ballista. A great big one, too. It's board state in a can. Opponent makes a bunch of big creatures. They attack for 8. We'll just take it. Go to 12. Untap. We draw. And opt. So play Thespian Stage. I believe this maths out correctly. Clone Lotus Field. Hidden Strings. Yes, yes. No cipher. Bunch of blue, bunch of blue. Start by opting. Grazer to the bottom. Pour. Untap. Untap. Discard Sanctum. Bunch of blue, bunch of blue. Pour again. Untap. Untap. Discard Temple. Red. Blue. Double cast. Dig. We haven't used all of our hidden strings, have we? No, not by far. This should find it. Hidden strings, double cast. Rest of the bottom. Hidden strings, strategic planning. Rest of the bottom. Okay. Hidden strings. Yes, yes. No cipher. Red. Blue. Double cast. Hidden strings. Make a bunch of mana. No cipher. What is that? 3, 9 damage? That's not enough to kill our opponent. So strategic planning. We'll take Aetherflux. Play Aetherflux. Green. Growth Spiral. Gain life. Yavimaya Coast into play. Opt. Turn nature to the bottom. Get it anyway. And opponent scooping it up. Letting us off into the 4-1 for the league. Good lord. This deck was awesome. We got 5 treasure chests. 2 of Championship Series qualifier points. We won our entry back and more. Yeah, let's open some chests. It's been a while, right? It's been a long time. So first treasure chest we open. Yes, I would love to open this. 5 play points. 1 Charnel Horde Worm. And a Rox. Rhino Beast. Interesting. The original rock. Alright, treasure chest number 2. 5 play points. A Riders of Gavany. And a Sphinx of Lost Truths. Okay. Treasure chest number 3. 25 play points. And Ashling the Pilgrim. The Fun All Mountains Commander. Treasure chest number 4. 5 play points. Ooh, a promo pretty animating fairy, which I don't know if that's worth anything on Moto, but it looks really cool. And a Fatal Frenzy, a Planar Chaos favorite. Final treasure chest. we open 5 play points, a Master Trinketeer, and the Mere Battle Ball. Well, I had a ton of fun, but that zapped like all of my brain power to play that deck for that long. I wanted to do some vintage stuff, but I think I'm going to end it on a good note. Keep an eye out if you're in the Discord for some announcements coming soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bone Daddy, Drinkard MTG, Basic Land Shark, Zane Kyber, a 10. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you all greatly. Keep an eye out. This will be uploaded to YouTube. Yeah. So, thank you all for watching. I'm going to call it quits for the night, and I hope you have a good night. Bye.